was going to bring you some tea.
Oh, I'll make it. You finish that.
I didn't know whether to wake you earlier.
Well, I'm not going into work today. I'm meant to be in Amsterdam.
I'm sorry I disrupted your itinerary.
How are you feeling? I heard you up and about in the night.
I went to sweep the glass up. It gets everywhere. I didn't want a customer treading in it.
Does that mean you're opening up the cafe?
Well, not today, but, well, maybe tomorrow.
But you are going to see Tracy. You must.
I will. It was very kind of you to stay last night.
Couldn't leave you, could I? How did I know you wouldn't do something stupid?
I'm so ashamed, Hayley.
Hey, get your coat on. You're coming with me.
Why were we off?
Todd's flat. Fix that wiring.
Well, I can hardly work with this, can I?
Hey, with your legs and my arms, we'll make one damn good worker. Now shift.
Oh, do I have to scrimp and save all my life?
Look, Mum, as soon as I get this pot off and back to work proper, then I can help you out.
The loan money is due today. I need money today.
Yeah, so how much you short?
About 30 quid on top of the hundreds I'm already behind, and that's if we live on bread and jam for the rest of the week.
Well, can't you ask Steve for a sub?
I'm always asking Steve for a sub. Come Friday, I'm paying him.
Oh, well, give him a ring, the loan company. Tell him you're short this week, you'll pay him double next.
No, I've got a better idea. This is your car I'm paying for. You ring him.
I still can't take it in. You, of all people.
I just lost all perspective. I allowed everything to get on top of me.
I think you should seek professional help.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
These things are easy to not, Roy, but I'm at a loss of what to say.
You're here, that's what matters.
As a friend.
Yes, well, I'm not saying...
Nothing's changed.
Well, everything's changed, Hayley. In ways I never could have thought possible.
That doesn't mean that you give in. You must never give in, Roy. No matter what life throws at you, you've got to stand up and take it. I believe that more than I believe anything, and I thought you believed it too.
The truth is, before I met you, I was completely alone. I didn't have any friends, not real friends. I lived in a world of my own. Meeting you changed all that. You brought me out of myself. It's as if you breathed life into me.
I think that's a slight exaggeration.
You're the one I always turned to. To find that I couldn't turn to you anymore, to find that I'd hurt the most precious thing in my life, well, it's just too much to bear.
Roy, it's not me you should be thinking of. It's your baby, which Tracy intends to get rid of.
Yes, you're quite right. It's time I stopped feeling sorry for myself and started to repair some of the damage I've done.
That's more like it.
I'll phone the glazier, get the window fixed, and then I shall go and see Tracy.
Would you like me to come with you?
Would you?
I think you could probably do with the moral support.
I don't want you to feel pressurised.
Roy, if you're prepared to go around there and fight for that baby, then I'm prepared to come with you.
Oh, hey up. Big bad Les. Are you still on the rampage?
I was out of order. I know that. But I had to get out of my system, Jan.
Try anger management.
The anger bit, I can do. I'm good at that. Look, I'm sorry, Jan. I never meant for you to get roped in. I said some terrible things.
Well, I never meant for you to get duffed up and put away. But you did ask for it.
Friends again?
Yeah, as long as you don't think there's hotels in it.
I know.
See you, Les.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Hiya, love, I'm sorry I'm late.
What was that all about?
What?
You and Les chatting away back there?
We just bumped into each other, that's all.
Oh, aye, well, it looked very cosy to me.
I'd say that an outbreak of friendly chit-chat is what we all need.
And I think you should stay away from him.
Says the Master of Diplomacy.
I hope Peter's not paying you by the hour. The time it took you to get up the stairs.
Hey, it's no fun getting up them one at a time on your backside, you know.
What are you two doing here?
I've come to fix the wiring.
My daughter nearly died because of them.
I'm very sorry about the accident, but it was now to do with our workmanship.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
Hey, I'll have you, any work I carry out conforms fully with British standards.
Oh, even tapping into the supply downstairs?
Yeah, to save you money.
Look, I still think we should talk to Peter. Tell him everything. He wants someone else to do the work.
Fair enough. Come on, Jace.
Look, Sarah, I feel really awful about what happened to Beth. That's why we're here. Why don't you just let him get on with the job, eh? We've got social services coming to snoop on us today, remember?
Remind me.
Well, how's it going to look if the place hasn't even been fixed yet?
Right, so what's going on? Are we going, staying, or what?
Right. Hello, Emily.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm happy too, because I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you all.
Yeah, we're going to miss you too.
Yeah, that's if we actually go anywhere.
She's worried that we're going to lose this house in Newcastle.
Yeah, the owners reckon we're dragging our heels trying to sell our house. They're threatening to pull out.
Are you sure they're not just trying to hurry you along?
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, but the irony is we can't wait to get rid of it. Well, I can't. Norman's a bit more sentimental.
Well, I've lived here a long time. I've got a lot of happy memories.
Yeah, so have I.
Still, time's winged chariot and all that. Come on then, lad. See you now.
Bye, Emily.
Morning.
Morning, Emily.
I hope we're not too late.
What do you two want?
This is my partner, Todd.
Hello.
All right.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions. You know about the accident and the general setup here?
Okay.
What's set up?
I'm ostress. I am not here to check up on you.
No?
Obviously, when a child comes into hospital with the kind of injuries like your Bethany had, we do need to satisfy ourselves that everything is as it should be.
It was an accident. Faulty wiring, which is now being rectified, as you can see.
Yes. And I'm sure they're doing the work to the highest standards.
If I got a shock and went down to casualty, you wouldn't come round next day, would you?
No.
But when you found outside I was a single mum, a teenager, shacked up with a boyfriend, you thought, uh-oh, bound to be something fishy going on there.
There are plenty of single mums and young families doing terrific jobs. And I'm sure you're one of them.
Do you hear that? Will you stop giving her the third degree? Come put the kettle on.
Talk about persistent. Like a couple of Bible bashers. Actually, you look like a couple of Bible bashers. Well, go and save someone else, will you?
It's Roy's child we want to save. Your child.
It's not a child. It's a fetus. A bunch of cells, a tumour that I want to get rid of. If that sounds cold and heartless, that's because I am.
Well, I don't believe that, Tracy. I believe that you're confused and upset.
How come you're doing all the talking? I thought you guys had split up.
Look, can we stick to the matter in hand? We're here to talk about the baby.
There's nothing to talk about. I've made my decision. My decision.
I'm the baby's father.
No, Tracy's right. It is your decision. Nobody's questioning that. If you're absolutely sure you don't want to keep it, then there's nothing more to say.
Yeah, well, I don't. So you can see yourselves out.
But if there's the slightest doubt in your mind...
There isn't.
I take it you don't ever want to have children?
No. Well, possibly one day. Yeah, but not now, not with him.
So you must feel just a twinge of sadness?
Look. It would mean an awful lot to me if you could reconsider your decision.
Look, I'm not in the habit of doing good deeds, Roy. Hadn't you noticed?
I would do everything I could to help support you during the pregnancy.
What, you and me down the antenatal clinic? Can't see it somehow.
And after the child was born, I would take full responsibility for its upbringing. That is, unless you wish to be involved.
Oh, of course, you'd always be its mother.
You could be involved as much or as little as you wished. This is the only chance that I'll ever have to be a father. If I could carry the baby myself, I would.
Look, I've already made my appointment at the clinic.
Doesn't mean you have to go through with it.
Yeah, well, I am. And after listening to your plans, I reckon I'm doing the kid a favour. So just get out, will you?
That was a waste of time.
At least you tried, Roy.
Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you'd gone to Amsterdam.
I
decided not to go.
Oh, I see. So, have you two patched things up then?
We're on speaking terms, aren't we, Roy?
I'm really glad you haven't gone, Haley.
Anyway, we can't stop. We're expecting the glazier.
Oh, yeah, I saw the broken window. What were it, vandals?
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about time we're getting back to work. Come on, Fizz.
Oh, no, we've got about
No, I
another
said
10 minutes.
come on.
Janice, I'm not telling you who you can and can't talk to.
You're telling me not to talk to Les.
I just think as long as he's in your life, well, we're going to have problems.
Right, so you're going to get him bumped off now, are you?
I'd settle for you divorcing him.
Yeah, well, I am doing.
Yeah, well, you'll be in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest separation in history if you don't pull your finger.
Mick, will you please stop mithering me? Yeah? I'll do it when I'm good and ready.
There. What do you think? Of course, they should have been in colour, but the cost was astronomical.
Oh, very eye-catching. What are you going to do with them?
Ah, well, that's the clever bit, you see. I'm going to slip one of these in every copy of the Gazette, like so.
I'm sorry, Norris. I don't want you to do that.
Why not?
Because people might not like it.
Well, people don't mind when they find ads in the paper for credit cards and home loans.
I do. I throw them straight in the bin.
Well, it'd take a very cruel and heartless person to throw these in the bin.
Well, we'll never know because they're not going in.
Look, there's a life at stake here, Rita.
Now, he's still got another 8. Now,
You might-
shut up and go make us both a cup of tea because you're becoming obsessed.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, bro. That one.
I mean, obviously, we'd love a bigger place.
Yeah, so if you've got any clout with the housing department, a nice three-bedder won't go amiss.
Well, I can certainly put you in touch with them. Do you have any other family nearby?
Yeah.
It's just I know how demanding a toddler can be. And what with Todd out working.
Well, my mum lives around the corner, number 8 Coronation Street. Although I'm not actually talking to her at the moment.
I don't get on too brilliantly with mine.
And my dad's just opposite, and then my gran, well, she works down the road from my mum in the hairdressing salon.
Spoilt for choice. Well, I might just pop in on your mum, you know, just for a quick chat.
She'll probably just slag me off.
Well, I won't listen. I just need to touch base with another family member. You know, it's a formality.
OK.
And then all the little men get on the horses and they gallop like this. They do. Hey, it's exciting, isn't it?
And what's going on here? You're corrupting my son.
No, he's just having a peek at the first race, that's all, aren't we, mate?
Peter, you're meant to be playing with your son, not introducing him to gambling.
Yeah, he's got to learn about gambling sometime now, hasn't he? Because his dad's a bookie.
He's 2 months old.
No, it's just that we had some pretty hefty bets put on this morning, so... I mean, I weren't sure whether I should lay him off or not.
You wait till you get back to the office.
Well, no, I can't. I mean, it's too late. Look, Luce, I come round here when it suits you, OK? And don't get me wrong, because I'm not complaining, but, you know, sometimes, on my part, it takes a bit of juggling.
Yeah, I know, and I know I messed you around.
No, look, no, I'm not complaining.
I'm going to put the kettle on. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, go on, I'll have a coffee. And we can watch the second race while we drink it, can't we?
They've asked you to keep the child.
Can't wait to get the grubby mitts on it.
What did you say?
It made me more determined to get rid of it. The sooner the better.
Oh, it makes me shudder to hear you talk like that.
Well, at least I'm honest.
Roy and Haley are good people. Why do you treat them like second-class citizens?
They give me the creeps. Him especially.
Well, it didn't stop you from sleeping with him.
It's the biggest mistake of my life. I'm well aware of that.
Well, I don't see that having an abortion makes up for it.
Auntie Em, I've had this discussion with you, with them.
Roy is the baby's father. Doesn't his opinion count for anything?
No.
They'd make wonderful parents.
Good for them.
You know, I'm just saying that if Roy and Haley are prepared to look after the child and all you have to do is carry it...
All I have to do? I'm not a baby machine.
Oh, can't you stop thinking about yourself just for 1 second and consider what's best for the baby?
What's best for Roy and Haley, more like?
And what's best all round, for everybody.
Well, did they send you round here, ask you to keep the pressure on?
You're in an unenviable position, Tracy. I know that. But it's not an impossible one.
It's social services, ma'am.
Oh, right. Hi. I just popped in to say hello. I've just been to see your daughter, Sarah, and her little girl, Bethany.
She doesn't know you've come round here.
Well, I wouldn't visit you without her permission.
I don't understand. She doesn't think that I sent you round there.
Oh, not at all. Why should she? She knows the visit was routine. It was just I asked if there were any other family members I could talk to, you know, while I'm here.
Oh, right. Well,
Well, look, shall I get out the way, leave you to it?
Oh, no, I won't be a minute. I just came to tell you that everything seems fine with your daughter and the little girl.
How can you say that?
Well, unless there's something that I've not been made aware of.
Well, that flat's not suitable for a small child for a start.
It's not ideal, but it's adequate, and they all seem happy enough.
What are you talking about? My granddaughter was electrocuted.
But not as a result of neglect on Sarah's part.
Well, that depends what you mean by neglect.
Mrs. Platt, you may not approve of your daughter's lifestyle, but that doesn't mean that she's neglecting her duties as a mother.
That flat is a death trap. Anyone can see that.
I've seen a lot worse. And under the circumstances, I think your Sarah's doing a pretty good job.
I mean, I know people go on about watching the kids taking the first steps and all that, but I tell you, sitting there, father and son, watching your first race together, makes your heart swell.
You were depraved, you know that.
Pint of bitter, please, Kieran.
Come on up.
Hey, look, I'm not going to get any trouble off you two, am I?
What, me and him? Nah, we're all right now, aren't we?
You offering to buy me a pint?
No, I mean, we've wiped the slate clean, put everything that happened behind us.
After the fashion.
I mean, it's not quite clean, is it? I mean, there's a small matter of your divorce.
What's it got to do with you?
Because, Les, it's the one thing that's stopping us all from moving on, getting on with our lives.
Janice sent you round to say this, does she?
She agrees with me, yeah?
I thought not.
Look, Les, stop dragging your feet. Just let her go.
Cheers.
She giving you the cold shoulder now she's found out what you really like, is she?
Don't talk soft.
You know, I reckon your stock's gone right down, mate. Whereas mine's on the up.
The two things don't follow, Les.
We'll see, won't we? And in the meantime, if Janice wants to talk about divorce, she can come and see me, herself.
The question is, what do we do next? Appealing to her better nature has obviously failed.
She hasn't got one.
We can only hope that when she's had time to think things through, perhaps she'll start to come round.
I wouldn't go getting me hopes up, Ray.
Just can't give up on the only hope I'll ever have of...
It's okay. You can say it. The only hope you'll ever have of being a father. I felt very moved when you said that to Tracy.
Even though it's another woman carrying my child.
I'm not saying that I didn't feel angry and jealous and inadequate as well.
But you were still there, by my side.
Shows what a mug I am.
No, it shows what a wonderful, loyal, faithful friend you are.
Faithful and friend being the operative words.
If our worst fears are confirmed and she does go ahead with the abortion, where does that leave us?
I think you know that, Roy.
Did you know that social service was going round there?
No, of course not.
It's just that when that woman came round, you seemed to be all on pins. And why were you so worried that Sarah would think that you'd sent them round?
It was a routine visit, you heard what she said.
Right, if you say so.
All right, it was me, if you must know. I rang them. I had to do something.
Oh, girl, that's terrible. I mean, if Sarah knew,
She'd what? Disown me? She already has.
Oh, Gail. Shopping your own daughter.
I had no choice. And you know what, Mum? I'd do it again if I thought it'd do any good.
It's Tracy.
I've been thinking about what you said earlier.
Look, take a seat. Would you like a drink?
It got me thinking. I was so sure in my mind what I wanted to do.
And now you're not.
I don't want to be pregnant. I can't bring up a child.
It's only natural that you're
I'd make a terrible mother. Well, that's why I want rid of it. For the child's sake.
There is something of a contradiction there.
I know. And I know how you must feel, both of you. What with you not being able to have kids of your own. I'm not completely heartless.
Well, like I said, I would do everything possible to help support you and the child.
Even if that meant you bringing it up on your own. I can't be tied down by a kid not at my age.
Well, you'd be free to do whatever you wanted. I thought I'd made that clear.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, you're not going to be able to have it for me, though, are you? I mean, it's me that's going to have to carry it around for 9 months, go through labour.
That is unavoidable, yes.
And I'm going to lose out financially as well, aren't I? I mean, I'm not going to be able to work.
But I can compensate you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's only fair when you think about what I'm going to be going through.
Well, like I said, I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Well, it's probably best if you pay me, like, a lump sum. Well, that way I wouldn't have to come to you cap in hand every time I needed anything.
Yes, of course. I'm sure we can work something out. We can iron out the details later on.
Well, it's probably best if we sort it out now. That way we all know where we stand. I reckon 20 grand should cover it.
Pardon?
How much?
Oh, well, it's not that much considering what I'm going to be going through. That's 9 months of my life I'm going to be losing out on, and not to mention my figure. You can't put a price on that.
You want £20,000 in return for carrying Roy's baby?
I think you're getting good value for money. I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want me to have this baby, well, then that's fine.
I never said that. No, I just need time to think about your proposition.
Fine by me. Well, you know where I am. But, don't think about it too long, eh? The appointment's at the clinic on Friday.